Welcome to Thrive and Rise with Tiffany. I'm your host, Tiffany Tilley. Today we are diving in with a business mogul, a TV personality. You may have seen her on BET with the Tankards, Jewel Tankard. She is absolutely amazing. We're so happy to have her in studio. Do me a favor, I want you to like, subscribe, and share this. We want to get this information out to everyone because we're going to dive in deep today about financial management, wealth building, and we're happy to have you a part of the conversation.
People ask all the time, who the heck is low-cost airlines? Well, we're not just one airline. When you're talking to us, you're talking to everyone. We are the discount supermarket for all airline tickets. Plus, we have all the airlines and always have the best prices. American, Delta, United, plus all the specialized international airlines and a lot more. And we make it easy. We guarantee you'll talk to a live human in 60 seconds. You can have the rates you need and have your trip booked in 5 minutes. Now, how cool is that? And remember, when you're talking to us, it's like talking to every single airline available with one fast phone call. All you need to do is call and find the best prices to fly wherever it is you want to go. So are you ready? Call Low Cost Airlines right now.
Call 855-662-0261. That's 855-662-0261. Again, 855-662-0261.
Hi, I'm the tax lady. Do you owe more than $10,000 to the IRS? Then listen carefully. You may be able to pay the IRS less and save thousands of dollars because right now there are special government tax programs for people like you who owe the IRS. We can even help you if you have unfiled tax returns. And if you qualify, you'll pay less money to the IRS or state. Stop worrying about wage garnishments and bank levies and call the number on the screen right now for a free tax review. We know what you're going through. We help good people like you every day pay the IRS or state less taxes all the time. If you owe more than $10,000 to the IRS or state, call now for your free, no-obligation consultation with a tax professional. Don't fight the IRS alone. Call the Tax Ladies team today.
Call the Tax Lady at 877-335-7471. Call now.
How'd it happen?
She showed up dead on arrival.
This never gets easier.
It does when you call CarShield before your car breaks down. Look at these prices. The camshaft, transmission, engine.
Don't people know? A plan through CarShield could protect up to 5,000 parts and systems.
You hate to see it.
An out-of-warranty car is gonna break down eventually.
Right, which is why they need a plan through CarShield.
Best of all, you'll get access to CarShield's concierge service, who can even help you find a mechanic near you.
They're notifying the family.
Poor guy, he doesn't even know what's coming.
Another victim of senselessly expensive repair bills. Can't save them all.
But we can keep trying. Didn't have to end this way. If he'd have just called CarShield before his car broke down.
Exactly.
CarShield has an A rating with the Better Business Bureau and was voted America's most trusted auto protection company. It's time to call CarShield now. Call 800-636-1039.
Hey, Tiff. Excited to be on, girl. I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
We have some amazing conversations, and I know you are doing so much. You're doing things in Michigan, you're doing things in Tennessee, and you're doing things across our nation to get people primed up, ready to wealth build. You don't just start with people who are wealthy.
I know.
You help people that are, you help all people.
Amen.
You help people that are wealthy, but you help the everyday person that is learning.
Yes, girl.
Yes. So we want to, really talk to those people and help them to understand. Tell us some of the things that you're doing now, some of your projects.
Yeah, so first of all, I'm so proud of you for having the show. I think it's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I want the average everyday person to know that wealth is absolutely for them. And it's not based on their family history. It's not based on, where they are in life today. It's really based on what they decide, because everything starts with a decision, right? Mm-hmm. The life that I'm living today, I decided to live this way years ago, right? I'm literally walking it out. And the decisions that I make today will determine if I spend, the winters coasting up the south of France on a private yacht, or if I'm just at home watching Netflix, okay?
Yes.
So everything is about deciding what is it that you want. And I think sometimes we don't spend enough time, Tiff, saying, okay, God, what is it that I really want out of life?
Yes.
Like, what is it?
And lifestyle is so important for so many people.
Girl.
But so many people are not willing to do the work. You have those that want to get started and don't know how, but you have some that don't know that they can do it. It's all about mindset, and we talked about that earlier too.
Yeah.
Tell us about how you even adapted your mindset for this.
Yeah, I think, first deciding that lifestyle is basically saying I give myself to permission to grow, right? Growth is lifestyle, right? So if I'm going to continue to live the life that I always dreamed about, live my life to the fullest, it's going to be because I made a decision that, God, I'm going all in. I'm going to live the way that I want to live. I'm going to drive the way I want to drive. I'm going to wear the clothes I want to drive. I'm going to eat the food that I want to eat. I want to travel the world. Whatever those things are, I have to first decide that that's what I want. And then I got to decide, you know what? I deserve it.
Yes.
I deserve it. God has already approved me. Right?
Yes.
He has already told heaven, this girl is marked for wealth. This man is marked for wealth. He's already told you, Tiffany, you are marked for wealth. So now what happens is God starts to put new ideas, new concepts, and then he uses our words to act as seeds. So I've learned, Tiff, that whatever it is that I really want, I have to talk more about the promises of God than I do the problems. The problems were not meant to slay me. They weren't meant to cause me to be depressed. They weren't meant to cause me to be anxious. They really are supposed to work for me and not against me. Because what happens when growth happens, you feel uncomfortable. And you're like, oh my gosh, what if this? What if that? What if I win? What if I win or I win? So you have to take the option of losing out and say, this is going to be a win for me. Even if it doesn't look like it's working for me, if I allow it and if I cooperate with the process, it's going to advance me and push me forward and not push me back. Setbacks were never meant to cause us to just take a back seat to our dreams. Setbacks were meant to say, now learn how to work through it. Learn how to think through it. You're working with a child. You're like, okay, baby, I don't know where to put this puzzle. Okay, well, try that piece. It didn't work. Try that piece. It didn't work. But keep going, because eventually, if you keep working, you're going to find the two pieces that fit. And when you do, you're like, oh, that's so pretty.
So many people get caught up in the setbacks and in the failures. And people get anxiety, people get depression, people feel like I've tried so many things and I failed and it's just not gonna work, and people freeze. People go into fight, flight, or freeze mode. What do you do? Because we're all human and we all experience those types of feelings and emotions. And how do you process it? How do you deal with it?
So first of all, acknowledge that it was not meant to make you stop. And I think this is why you got to get around other people that are used to blowing past their fears, because all of us deal with that. I deal with it times too, right?
Yeah.
Yesterday I had a moment. I was like, and it was just a moment. It was like, no, this moment was created for you to keep moving. Run towards all the giants. That's how you slay giants. You don't slay giants by sitting back and watching them and say, oh my gosh, they're so big, and oh my gosh, that's so bad, and oh my gosh, can't. No. You slay giants by saying, you're too big for me to miss. So you keep going.
Absolutely.
So I think the key is that when fear comes, or that, but I don't know what will happen if I don't, if I do this, but what happens if you don't? If you don't, you get stuck. And this is why a lot of people get stuck. They're stagnated, not because there's some conspiracy against them. They just are refusing to move.
Yes.
Right? Abundance is attracted to movement.
Yes.
It's attracted to action.
Yes.
Most women, we're attracted to action. We want men of action.
Absolutely.
I was attracted to Ben because he's a man of action, right?
Absolutely.
So, and same thing with men. A lot of them want action. So if you keep moving, eventually things are going to line up. And then this is why your circle, who you're talking to, is important. Because whatever I keep hearing, whatever I keep putting in my ears, the Bible says that faith cometh by hearing, not having heard. So if I keep hearing about wealth, if I keep hearing about living my best life, if I keep hearing about abundance is all around me, what's going to happen? Abundance is going to be all around me.
Absolutely. You know, the best thing someone told me years ago, I was about to give up in a situation, and I was putting on a major event, and things were not happening the way that they needed to. So I was ready to give up. And she said, "You're not going to give up. There is more than one way to skin a cat." And she told me that. I never forgot it, and I always applied that principle to everything. There's more than one way to skin a cat.
Oh, yeah.
And then I know we were talking about, too, breathing through things, deep breathing techniques. Those are priceless. That they help with the self-regulation. Mm-hmm. They help you make it through the moment, mm-hmm. and get you to the next level. Mm-hmm. So you're working on real estate. I know you've worked on a lot of different mm-hmm. projects, mm-hmm. and you've been very successful. Mm-hmm. And I think it's so important, and especially in our community, mm-hmm. to see someone reach your level of success as a business mogul, as a multimillionaire, and to see that you're giving back, reaching back, and to help to make other millionaires. Yeah. So tell us about some of the ways you're doing that.
Yeah, so I think first of all, the first thing I like to tell people is, there's a hunter on the inside of you, right? Mm-hmm. And I think God designed us. I was in Africa a few months ago with some girlfriends, and it was so cool, girl, because we was out in the African safari. And I mean, right there in the middle, there were like this patch of lions right there because they run together. Mm-hmm. And then there were a patch of lionesses that run together. Mm-hmm. And we learned that the lions will help slay the prey, but the lioness, the female lion, she helps to identify the spoils. Mm. And it was so cool because this buffalo were walking, and they love buffalo. It was this herd of buffalo, and there was like 8 lionesses, and they were like in the cut. We were right next to them. It was so cool. And we were quiet, and our guide was like, the lionesses, she's watching to see if they can take down this herd. Mm-hmm. So they're just sitting back. And I said, well, when are the lions gonna come? And they said, they're gonna call for them the minute they get the strategy. I was like, ooh, child. And I think that's what I think God has anointed all of us in different areas. My genius is to be able to identify early adoption, to kind of know what's coming before everybody else kind of sees it clearly.
Yes.
And then tell everybody, oh my gosh, look at this, and you're crazy, you tripping, it's hard. I don't care. Yeah. What's hard to me today will be easy to me tomorrow.
Yes.
If I don't quit in the process. So, I think right now we're in a serious bullish run. And regardless of what we feel about our current president, if we pay attention to his economic strategy, you can become very wealthy. Look at all the cuts that he made where real estate is concerned. He set the wealthy up is what he did.
Yes.
He set the wealthy up, and he even set up the person that may not be wealthy, who's willing to take and make a decision that, I'm going to start investing in real estate. And that's what we do. Our program, Setify, I started a couple years ago because I said, okay, I'm going all in and I'm going to build my real estate empire. I started investing in real estate in 2017. I had no idea how to do it, no clue how to do it. And I had a mentor that walked me through that I'm forever grateful for. And so we help people get their credit together. Get the hard inquiries off, because sometimes people can have a good score, but they have too many hard inquiries. So we have a credit strategist that'll do a free credit analysis with them, and then I help them find off-market properties. That's my specialty. We have a team of people that are looking for off-market properties, because with off-market properties, you can have a lot more creative financing. And then once we identify the off-market properties, we have a list of contractors that we can recommend that they can use. for either buying and flipping or buying and holding. I like to do a mix of two. So say, for example, with a flip, we find it for $60,000, fix it up for 30, put it back on the market for 140, 150. That's a good day. You just made a quick $30,000 to $50,000 on average for your first one. And then you're buying holds. You get tenants in there, and we're working very closely with the city of Detroit that I'm so proud of everything that we have going on here. But we have access to tons of VA tenants, Section 8 tenants. Right now, there's a program where they're trying to get VAs off the street. There are too many homeless ones. And so we're helping with transitional housing and getting them into affordable housing, because we have an affordable housing crisis in the nation and in the city. And then we help you get the tenant so that you can get good property management in there. And then we, then we help you do it again and again and again. And so I want people to know you don't have to have a lot of capital. You just have to be willing to get good credit, and we'll help you with that. And then we also have another program where I help people we buy stocks and crypto every Monday together. That's the Millionaires Club. So Settify is the real estate arm. The Millionaires Club is where we buy stocks and crypto every Monday together. And I do an analysis on why I'm saying buy so much Bitcoin or buy so much Ethereum or buy BMNR, which is a stock. And we go through all that, and we literally buy together. I say, everybody pull it up right now you're at. Okay. After I do my analysis, okay, everybody, let's buy. And they can take $10 a week, $50 a week, $100 a week. The key with wealth is consistency. It's not the amount, it's consistency. So every week you're getting in a habit, just like you pay bills every week, you're learning how to pay yourself. And then we have another program that I have where we're trading gold together on the Forex market, and you can start a trading account with as little as $100.
That's awesome. You pointed out that they really set people up on a national level. They really set people up that are wealthy. I love that you are helping to set up people, the everyday average person that really needs help and really needs to learn this. And so you just said a lot. And of course, I get it. I have a background in real estate and community and economic development, but there are a lot of people that are out there that want to get started, that they really need those baby steps. How do you help them with that?
So that's a really good point. First, I want everybody to realize I'm still a student. And you're going to always be a student. And I don't like to really say I'm an expert. I just like to say I am a professional student. So I learn something new every deal, Tiffany. Every trade, I'm learning something new. Every deal, I'm learning something new. Every single day, I'm learning something new, and I'm flexible. So the start would be, we would set up a consult with you. Like, some people might instinctively know, I want to be a part of her real estate team. Like, sign me up. I want the mentorship from beginning to end, and we have a couple packages on that. Or, you know what? I want to buy stocks and crypto. I want to understand this market, because I believe the financial system as we know it is completely eroding, and that AI and the financial system are the new asset classes. And so we have to get in these spaces, because if we don't, for people that are not using AI in their business in some way, or using cryptocurrency in their transactions on a regular basis, or at least accumulating crypto, I think financially they're going to be in real trouble. And you can see it happening already. Shopify just let go of like thousands of employees, and they said the only people we're hiring are people that can help us implement AI systems.
Wow.
I mean, it's already starting to happen. Amazon, Jeff Bezos, like, you look at these fintech companies, Google, they just spent $80 billion and partnered with OpenAI. So you already see TikTok. I mean, you already see these companies that are billion-dollar companies. They are like spending tons of money going in AI, and they're not looking for a person to have a bachelor's or a master's. They want to know, what is your proficiency level where AI is concerned? So the best thing that we all can do is learn it. Just do 15 minutes a day. But yeah, so we can do a consult with them and kind of see where they need to be. And we can say, okay, you want to do real estate, or you want to do stocks and crypto, or maybe you want to do trading, or maybe you want to do all of the above. But we'll work with you, because I don't want people to be overwhelmed. I want people, the key with becoming successful is to start.
Yes.
You just got to start. And then we're going to all learn together.
Now, cryptocurrency, crypto was really, really big. I remember when I was in class at the University of Detroit Mercy, working on my MBA.
Okay, girl.
And my professor brought up Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It was the first time
Wow.
that I had heard of it.
Wow.
Maybe it was a couple of dollars back then. So this was really in the very beginning.
Wow.
And it's blown up since then. I've done well with Bitcoin. I know you've done well with Bitcoin.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yes. So, but Bitcoin is not low anymore.
No.
It's where is it now?
It's like
I was about
111,000.
That's what I was thinking, around 100,000. So should people still get into Bitcoin?
For sure.
For sure.
So they're about, I do what we call the Power 5 investing, where I focus on like 5 cryptos, 5 stocks. Not that I won't do anything outside of that, but you want volume. You want lots of coins or lots of shares, because then when price appreciation happens, your profit is going to be much better than if you tried to do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, right? So Bitcoin, yes, and particularly there are other cryptocurrencies that I'm big on, but Bitcoin I'm still very big on, because Bitcoin is going to work like cash in the bank. There are platforms right now today, Tiff, where if somebody says if they have $50,000 worth of Bitcoin, they could literally take out a loan and get $50,000 of cash within 24 hours.
Wow.
No credit check, no bank statements.
Wow.
Other cryptocurrencies that I like XLM, XPR, Pudgy Penguin, it's a few of them that I really like and that I'm buying consistently. You can't do that with them. Not that you won't be able to, but Bitcoin is still the granddaddy. So even though it's a large price, it's definitely headed to 7 figures. President Trump's cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, has increased $8 billion since the inauguration. Wow. His son, Barron Trump, is the largest holder of Bitcoin as an 18-year-old. His whole family, all Shopify, TikTok, you look at all these CEOs, iCloud Kitchen, they're all like buying up tons of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is headed for every bit of 7 figures. So there's still time to invest. You don't have to buy the whole coin, right? You could say, I'm gonna do $10 a week on Bitcoin, $50 a week, $100 a week, right? So keep accumulating it. But this is the thing that I wanna keep stressing about wealth that is so important. It's not what you just do one time.
Yes.
It's what you're doing on a regular basis. Wealth has habits just like good hygiene.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. And a lot of people don't know and don't understand that you should, when you earn your money, you should not go out and just spend that money and just go shopping and see what else you could buy. You already have a million things, buy a million more. That's not what money is for. It's about using that money as a tool to make more money.
Come on.
How many times can you make it into more money?
Talk the talk.
And then as that money grows, you want to make sure that you're also not only investing in stocks and bonds, but other ways to make passive income.
Girl, right. You just dropped the mic. That's it.
You're the expert though, so tell us more ways about making that money into additional money and into passive income. And it really is a mindset.
It is.
It really is a mindset of how much you can save per month.
Yeah.
How much you can take that money that you save and invest it.
Yeah.
And making passive income.
Yeah, I mean, that was so good, so well said. I will say this, that the lower class and middle class focus on saving money. The wealthy focus on investing money. Because if I save it, it's just sitting there, it's not even keeping up with inflation. But if I'm investing it, right, if I started buying Bitcoin like I did at $3,500, right, and gosh, right, if I started saving XRP at $1.15 and now it's almost $3, now your money's multiplied. So the whole goal of wealth is I want to make sure that I set myself up to be able to live off of the return on the investment. That's the key. Living off of the ROI. That's the whole key. Not off of earned income. Because that means I got to keep working hard, work hard. Right?
Yes.
Well, I'm working so hard. No, you got to work smart. You got to work strategy.
Yes.
So what you need to be thinking about right now is that I can't just keep thinking about paying my bills. Pay the bills, but also pay yourself, right? The wealth formula, I think, is you pay your tithe and offering, and then you pay yourself. Then you pay your bills. You don't just, some people just take all their money and pay bills and buy stuff they want. Some people pay, tithe and offering and bills and don't pay themselves. That's why you
Yeah.
see some, Christians that are like, I've given and given. Yeah, but you never invested. Because if I don't buy apple seed, I can't have an apple tree. If I don't invest in apple stock, I'm not going to have apple return. Even if the return is 1,700%, doesn't matter what the return is. If I haven't invested in it, I cannot reap on anything that I haven't invested in. So I tell people with investing in stock, you can do $10, $50, $100 a week. You start trading foreign currency with us. You can start with a $100 account. So many times people feel like you got to start with all this money. You don't. Remember, you just got to start.
You do have to start.
Got to start.
And and in me giving people strategy, sometimes I'll say, you might have to pick up a second job. You might have to pick up a part-time job. I've done 3 jobs at a time. And I think it's so important to take that money. And like you said, if someone's working with $10, $15, however much you're working with, take that and start investing it. And there are some great platforms where people can start, and it can be simple, where they can practice with $10 or $15 and they can see what happens with $10 and $15, and then they can understand where if they put in $5,000, if they put in $10,000, what a big difference it will make.
Oh, it'll make a huge difference. It'll make a huge difference. The key, like I said, is to start and to say, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. It is okay to do something that you don't understand and let somebody else be your eyes and your ears. When I started investing in real estate, Kim Kiyosaki is a mentor of mine and a good friend from Rich Dad, Poor Dad. There were things she was talking about that were over my head, but I just kept listening and listening and listening and asking questions. Then what was over my head got in my head. I said, I got strategy. Now I see. So you have to be willing to let somebody else be your eyes and your ears for a season until you catch it. But what happens is traditional school teaches us, wait till you understand everything, then take the test. No, you're gonna miss it. Start immediately. I am starting now. And if you're with somebody who, or if you, or maybe you're a person who says, every time I start something, I have a bad habit, I don't finish it. Hang out with finishers.
And learning and growth is a process. It never, ever ends. So you're right. You have to start today. It's not about taking the test, getting all of the information and then starting. You're going to learn more and more and more throughout the process.
Can I say that analysis paralysis is a real thing?
Yes.
And I have people, I'm thinking about my chief operating officer. This girl she's brilliant. She's a genius. And she's great with systems and she analyzes everything. And I love that. But that is not my genius. I'm a big picture girl. I'll fly off on 5 clouds, right? The real estate cloud, this cloud, I got. And she'll come back and say, okay, wait. And I listen to that because I know she's a voice of reason, because I'm not going to analyze. I just see the big picture. And I'm like, oh my gosh, the possibilities.
But you need both people. And that's why you have to have a circle of people, because we don't want to get stuck where we have groupthink and everybody's thinking one thing. You need people that think differently, can bring different things to the table, and you have to trust their expertise.
You have to.
Yes.
You have to. You have to trust theirs and you have to trust yours.
Yes.
Because there are times as a visionary that the team is not going to see your vision at that time, nor were they anointed to see it. And that's okay. They don't have to see it. When God told Moses, go set the people free, he's like, wait a minute, hold on. And he's like, don't worry about Moses, just keep going, right? And then eventually he ended up doing it, but it's not like everybody understood, even the people that were closest to him. Moses, what are you talking about? These people have been enslaved forever. You tripping, bruh, right? But Moses was like, oh no, I saw it. Martin Luther King had to have a dream a lot of people didn't see. Some of the people closest to him, I was watching Selma, it was so good. The people closest to him were like, why did you do this? We can't, you messed it up, And he walked out of the room. He's like, y'all don't see it, I don't get it. Your fear made me question what I heard.
Yes.
So having people around you to balance you is important, but you have to also know there are times, ultimately, I got to trust my instinct.
Yes, very good. I think we all would have been looking at Noah a little strangely. Like, why is he building this huge ark? What is he doing? But he knew exactly what God told him, and he stood on it. And that's what we have to do. We have to know what God tells us, trust our instincts, and stand on it. Build on it.
That's it. That's it.
And I loved you brought up Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I love the principle where he says 5 years.
Yeah.
If you live like you're poor for 5 years, you can be rich for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's really about discipline.
It is.
That's what we've been talking about.
Yes.
A lot of what we've been talking about is just discipline.
Yeah.
It's just saying, I'm not going to go buy this purse today. I'm not going to go spend this extra money over here. What I'm going to do is invest this money. And then when it grows enough, then I'll go buy what I want to buy.
Absolutely.
Use that passive income instead of that earned income.
That's it. That's it. The discipline. And I think now with social media, Tiffany, we have so much like subconscious maybe pressure to, oh, let me go get the Lambo. Oh, let me go get the Cullinan. Oh, let me go. Wait, holla. It ain't the season for that, possibly.
Because people want to show out for other people, and it's not about other people. It's about generational wealth building.
Yeah.
And we're still in a postmodernist mindset of the microwave age of I want it right now. I want it, and I want people to see it, and I want people to be envious of me. But it's not about that.
No.
It's about being proud of yourself, making your family proud, and growing that wealth that will last for generations. That's powerful.
That's powerful.
That's way more powerful than pulling a Lambo out. That's going to decrease in value unless you can truly afford it.
And I'm so glad you said that. I want all the things, and I'm not going to be hypocritical, because if you follow me, the Lord is blessed. He's been very kind to me. But that is not like, I'm not doing things out of season. We negotiate. My husband and I, we are very strong negotiators, right? And we're patient, right? We believe for the mansion that we live in Nashville for like 3 years before it came at the perfect price. The perfect price, right? I looked for a property here in Michigan for a couple years before we found the perfect price, right? So understanding that, you can end up having all the things, okay? But we don't want them out of season.
You have to get to that point.
Get it where the ROI is paying for it, not earned income.
Yes. If you get it prematurely, that's how you lose it quickly. So we don't want to get it, or you're struggling and you're stressed because you're struggling every day trying to figure out how to keep this item that you only purchased to floss and to show off. But it's not about showing off. And we need to get out of that mindset in our culture.
No, we do. We do. And I think, but that's when it's like, having real conversations with real mentors, because there are a lot of fake teachers and there are a lot of real teachers. They're half and half, right? Or probably more fake teachers than real teachers, to be real. Because you got to look at, I don't want you just to buy my program. I don't want you just to do something because I said do it. I want you to understand why I think this is important for you. And then I need to understand where you are in your life. Right? I had a woman come to me ready to invest in real estate, and she was so nervous and so anxious. I finally said to her, I told the team, refund her money.
Oh, wow.
Because she was so full of fear. I said, this is not going to be a good process for you, and I don't want to be the one to cause you to have a nervous breakdown because it was too much too soon. You admired the end result. But you did not have the mental toughness that it took to get through the process. Not right now in your life. So I said you join maybe the Millionaires Club, where I deal with mindset and abundance, and you can do things at a much smaller level that lower your risk. And then later on, maybe we can get over to real estate. Everything is not for everybody.
Yeah, that's true. How long have you been doing the Millionaires Club?
Gosh, I've been doing that probably for like 8 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many millionaires have you made so far?
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's been a lot. I honestly cannot give you a number because I've had teams up to 100,000 all over the world in 10 countries.
Wow.
So I can just tell you a lot. Yeah. And a lot of my ladies are They're living good. We got guys now on the part of the program, but yeah, they're living their dreams and they're not over leveraging. Every now and again, one gets slipped through security. Well, I'm like, what you do that for? You know, but for the most part, they're building solid wealth using old and new money principles.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you have a what's a story, or who has come to you with the very least?
Okay.
And you've made them very successful.
Marquita Thomas, she is my chief marketing officer. And when she started doing business with me, probably like 20 years ago now, she was homeless.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, her and her husband were homeless.
Wow.
And now they just built a $2 million mansion.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
That's amazing.
She is doing really well. She has a wealth community of her own that she is a part of, and raising up millionaires and that. And, you know, so seeing that, you know, and then my own children, watching my daughter, Cyrene, who is now like this major beauty brand influencer, traveling the world, collabs in Japan and Italy, and, you know, watching her blossom and come into her own has just been... It's been amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great testimony.
Yeah, just seeing people really win.
Yes.
You know, authentically and loving life, and life is loving them, and they hungry.
And then that lets our viewers know that regardless to what they're going through, regardless to what stage they're in, where they're starting from, that they can do it. They can win.
It's a mute issue. Where you are is mute.
Yeah.
What's more important that you have to ask yourself is, where do I want to be? And am I willing to learn? And am I willing to turn off Netflix, maybe turn off Hulu, stop the video games, stop the nonsense conversations that have nothing to do with purpose, stop the rehearsing old hurts, old offenses, old pains, and start rehearsing new ideas, new wealth, new excitement, new expectation, new energy. That's what you're going to have to start rehearsing.
And we talked about the wealth mindset, rehearsing those pains and talking about people. People spend a lot of time talking about people. And that is one way we stay in poverty, continuously talking about people and focusing on the wrong things. Wealthy people focus on ideas. What's the next goal? What's the next idea that what's the next thing that I want to implement? Who can help me implement it? What team am I putting together? How are we going to do this? So we have to get more into ideas. What's the next big idea? And so let's transition to, what's the next big idea for you?
Oh. So I'm knocking down doors right now. I want to continue to knock down more doors, more multifamilies. I hold multifamilies, and I flip single families, and I do that for my community. So I would say, you know, within the next 12 months, there are a few people in my community that are ready. I'm ready to take them to 50 to 100 doors. In the stock and crypto world, I want for people to be able to pull out, you know, 4 or 5 figures a month in their ROI. In trading, I want people to be at 4 to 5 figures a day from trading. And we're going to Bali next year. So that's going to be a wonderful wealth exposure trip. We're headed to Dubai. We're going to probably do chartered yacht situation coming up next year as well. And so just challenging people. And then we read books. You know, my book, The Mind of a Millionaire, is a phenomenal book. Rich Woman by Kim Kiyosaki, Atomic Habits, The Richest Man in Babylon. Those are some Obsessed or Be Average by Grant Cardone. So really just probably,
and we have to get Know Thyself book series by Tiffany Tilley.
Yes,
in there
girl.
too.
Period.
Yes, ma'am.
Period. Absolutely.
Period.
So yeah, those are some of my next projects.
Awesome,
Yeah,
awesome,
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
So I know a lot of people are going to watch this and they're going to want to know how they can get in touch with you.
Yes.
What's the best way they can reach out?
So everything is Jewel Tankard. Website Jewel Tankard, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, everything is Jewel Tankard.
Perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. So we want people to get in touch with you. We want people to be a part of the circle.
Yeah.
I need to come with you to Dubai and to Bali.
Yes,
and
girl.
I love those trips.
Yes.
So,
And you come to my monthly meetings, which I love.
Yes.
You know, we host monthly meetings right here in the city of Detroit every
Yes.
single month. We're going to be doing a wealth dinner, starting a wealth series with two friends of mine that are killing it in the game right now, Lanasia and Cliff. And
nice.
so, yeah, we just want people to know that they can get plugged in no matter if they're living in Section 8 with 5 children, or maybe they work at the plant, or maybe they own a business, or maybe they're already investing. Right?
Yeah.
No matter where they are, I think it's always going to be in order to get with other winners
Yes.
that are obsessed with growth and obsessed with action.
Yes.
I'm not endeavoring to be balanced. I'm definitely not the girl that would be good to, I wouldn't be a good therapist because I don't like to keep talking about the past. I'm obsessed with the future. I'm a futurist.
Yes.
So if you're ready to craft the dream life that you've always dreamed about, I'm your chick, baby.
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna tell you, get over it. If it's too far back, I'm like, child, what you want tomorrow? Okay.
And I love your meetings. There's always a lot of nuggets that you share, and then you bring other people to share great nuggets as well. But then also that the people that are there, the people that are there, a lot of people are great to network with.
Yeah.
And
Heavy hitters.
Heavy hitters, and a lot of great mindsets. A lot of people ready for growth.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's a great space to meet your tribe type of environment.
Yeah.
So
thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate you.
I
Proud of you
appreciate-
for doing this too. This is
Thank
important.
you. It is.
Yeah, it's
we have to
important.
get this information to
Yeah.
everybody,
Yes.
but especially in our community.
Yes, period.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so
Thank
much for coming on,
you.
taking time out while you're here in Michigan. I
Yes.
really appreciate you.
You too.
All that you do. Everybody check Jewel Tankard out. Check out her website. Check out what she's doing. Join her circle, her millionaire circle. Become a millionaire with Jewel Tankard. Thank you again.
Thank you, honey.
And thank you for tuning in to Thrive and Rise with Tiffany. Want to make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this. Make sure that we're getting this information out. We're doing the best to get it out. Help us get it out amongst your circles as well. Share the love. Thank you.